Russia's Ministry of Defense has released new footage of an airstrike in the Kharkiv region. In the video, a Su-34 fighter bomber is claimed to have dropped 5 FAB-500 bombs on a Ukrainian defensive position near Chernoye, or Chorne. The key point is not only the explosion, it is how Russia is presenting this operation openly, with details about the target and the type of ammunition used. Does this show the effectiveness of Russia's air campaign on the Kharkiv front? Or does it raise questions about Ukraine's ability to defend against glide bombs such as the FAB-500? Let us examine the footage, the location, and the strategic meaning of this strike. What happened? Let us start with the facts visible in the official Russian Ministry of Defense post. The footage shows an open area that resembles farmland. There are trees nearby, and there appears to be a body of water or a trench close to the impact zone. Several explosions then occur in quick succession in the same area. The Russian Ministry of Defense states that a Su-34 aircraft struck ground targets. It also claims that 5 FAB-500 aerial bombs hit a Ukrainian armed forces stronghold near Chernoye in the Kharkiv region. This claim is very specific. Russia is not simply saying that an attack took place. It identifies the aircraft, it identifies the bombs, and it identifies the number of bombs used. 5 FAB-500 bombs are not a small amount. If they were indeed used in a single strike wave, it suggests that Russia considered the target to be of tactical importance. The Su-34 is one of Russia's main fighter bombers for ground attack missions. It can carry a wide range of bombs and missiles. In the conflict in Ukraine, the Su-34 has frequently been used to strike defensive positions, ammunition depots, and military infrastructure. What makes this particularly significant is Russia's increasing use of FAB bombs fitted with UMPK glide kits. These kits allow the bombs to glide towards their targets from distances of tens of kilometers. This means the aircraft does not necessarily have to fly directly over the target. From Russia's perspective, this is a clear advantage. The aircraft can strike from a safer distance, while the target on the ground remains within reach. However, this also raises an important question. If Ukraine has strong air defense systems in the Kharkiv region, how can such strikes still take place? Was Ukrainian air defense absent from the area? Did Russia find a gap in the defensive network? Or was the strike launched from a distance beyond the effective range of the available air defense systems? These are the questions that make this footage worth analyzing. Because in modern warfare, the key issue is not only the explosion itself, it is how the strike was carried out, from where it was launched, and what message it is intended to send to the opponent. Russia appears to be demonstrating that it still has the ability to conduct precision airstrikes close to the front line. For Ukraine, this represents a serious challenge. Any defensive position detected from the air could potentially become a target for Russian glide bombs. At the same time, we must remain objective. This footage is an official Russian claim. What can be confirmed is that Russia claims to have carried out the strike, but details such as the exact location, the extent of the damage, and the final outcome still require independent verification. Even so, from a military communication perspective, Russia has succeeded in presenting an image of operational capability and confidence, and that is an important part of modern information warfare. Where did it happen? The Russian Ministry of Defense states that the strike took place near Chernoye, or Chorne, in the Kharkiv region. Chernoye is the Russian transliteration of the name. In Ukrainian spelling, it likely refers to Chorne, or a nearby area with a similar name on the Kharkiv front. Kharkiv is not an ordinary region in this conflict. It has been one of the most active operational areas in the Russia-Ukraine war. The region is strategically important. It is close to the Russian border, and it serves as a key route for troop movements and logistics. In recent months, fighting around Kharkiv has continued to shift. Some areas have become contested zones, Others have been subjected to intensive air and artillery strikes. If Russia's claim is accurate, then the targeted position was located in an area of tactical significance. Russia would not likely deploy 5 FAB-500 bombs against a target it considered unimportant. However, based solely on the footage, the precise location cannot be confirmed. The landscape does resemble rural terrain, but without coordinates or detailed geolocation analysis, the exact strike point cannot be identified with certainty. This is an important distinction. In information warfare, every side seeks to shape the narrative. Russia wants to present the strike as a successful operation. Other observers will examine whether the claim matches the facts on the ground. So while the name location is important, its exact confirmation still requires independent verification. To understand this strike, we need to look at the aircraft and the ammunition involved. The Su-34 is a Russian fighter bomber designed specifically for ground attack missions. Its main advantage is its ability to carry a large payload of weapons. It can deploy conventional bombs, guided bombs, and air-to-ground missiles. In the Ukraine conflict, the Su-34 has become one of Russia's most frequently used aircraft for striking ground targets. This is largely because it can operate from a relatively safer distance, especially when using FAB bombs equipped with UMPK glide kits. The FAB-500 itself is a Russian aerial bomb weighing approximately 500 kilograms. It is designed to destroy ground targets such as defensive positions, bunkers, ammunition depots, and military infrastructure. What makes the FAB-500 more significant is the addition of the UMPK glide kit. UMPK stands for a Planning and Correction Module. This module allows the bomb to glide towards its target from tens of kilometers away. In other words, a conventional bomb can be transformed into a more precise and harder to intercept weapon. Russia has used FAB-500 bombs with UMPK extensively in various phases of the conflict. The reason is practical. They are generally cheaper to produce than many precision-guided missiles, yet they can still have a significant effect on ground targets. In this Kharkiv strike, the use of 5 FAB-500 bombs suggests that Russia intended to apply maximum pressure on the targeted position. At least that is the message conveyed through the official footage. From this analysis, we can see that the Su-34 strike with 5 FAB-500 bombs in Kharkiv is not only about the explosions shown in the video, it is also about how Russia is demonstrating its airstrike capability and how Ukraine must respond to the growing challenge of long-range glide bombs. However, we must continue to view this information critically. The footage published by the Russian Ministry of Defense is part of an official claim, and every wartime claim should be understood within a broader information context. Now, I would like to invite you to think together. Do strikes like this indicate that Russia is gaining greater air superiority in the Kharkiv region? Or does Ukraine still have the ability to resist this pressure through more effective defensive strategies? Write your opinion in the comments. Let us discuss this calmly and based on analysis, not emotion. If you enjoy this kind of analysis, support the channel by subscribing, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Your support helps this channel continue to provide in-depth, calm, and easy-to-understand analysis of international conflicts. And as a disclaimer, this video is created for informational and analytical purposes. The discussion is based on material officially published by the Russian Ministry of Defense and other publicly available information at the time this script was prepared. Claims regarding the exact location, target, extent of damage, and final outcome of the strike still require independent verification from multiple sources. This channel does not support violence or war. The purpose of this discussion is to understand developments in the conflict from a military and geopolitical analysis perspective. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.